won't be able to describe all of his titles and awards in one short video. So I invite you to Google Mr. Spaulding's name, a World War II veteran with so much to share right here in Indy. Well, I had the privilege of sitting down with him today for hours here at the Independence Village of Fisher South, where all the people here makes him feel like home. And now it's my turn to share this story with you. He made me laugh. He made me cry. Now it's your turn. So get ready. So I started my interview with Mrs. Spaulding by asking him about his family. I was expecting a nice, heartwarming answer, but instead, his first response was all about his grandmother. Let's just say Grandma did not want a favorite relative award from him. You didn't like her? Why?
Every time we were here, she always sent me out in the back to get a switch, which she used.
To spank you with? Aw, that's pretty sad.
And her and I didn't get along very well.
Were you?
She was just mean.
Really?
Yeah.
That is sad. How old were you? It's your age at that time that she would do that to you.
Oh, anywhere between 4 to 10.
Oh, okay. Very young. I asked him what made him decide to serve the military, and his response was,
And back in the day when they had big posters on the wall, tank, artillery, all kind of stuff. He said, which one would you want? I looked up there, but I coming down in parachute. The Rangers lead the way. I thought, boy, that's for me.
"Will you children?"
And I said, I'm thinking right there. Pointed there is this one right here. I said, no. This one right here. We went through this game.
Mm-hmm.
How we done? Finally, I got him to bed. No, this is right here. He said, this one right here. I said, that right there. He said, well, now, we have our work cut out for us, don't we? Put it right over my eye.
Right. After all his intense training and determination to become a ranger, Mrs. Spaulding found himself in Germany, ready to take on his next challenge. But there is a twist. His first day jumping out of an airplane, well, didn't go quite as planned.
My first parachute jump, my very first time in an airplane. Very first parachute on,
Uh-huh.
didn't open.
Your first one didn't open.
Didn't open. I thought, this isn't nice. I thought maybe that guy was right. Maybe I was the first time. Now you're trying to get rid of me. Okay, I hit the ground, and his voice comes out of nowhere. Don't move, stay still, lay still, don't move. I thought, now that's the first time I agree with anybody. I don't feel like moving. I'm laying there, and then back. Major comes over and says, "Are you hurt anywhere?" Now? Breath knocked, I couldn't speak. And I'm thinking, what would it tell me? Am I all right? I just hit the ground at 9,000 miles an hour. What's wrong with you? Quiet, I'm going nuts. So anyway, get up, get me out of the parachute, leave it laying. A rigger come over and was checking that chute, every inch of it, trying to find anything wrong with it.
You didn't break anything?
No, anything wrong with it.
You have no injury.
No.
How is that possible? So, after hitting the ground and walking away with no injuries, you might think Mrs. Spaulding would consider trying something a little less extreme. Nope, I was wrong. Instead of calling it quits, he doubled down and kept pushing forward.
Hopped in the Jeep, got me back to Pope Airport Base, and the one guy checked my name on the list, and no parachute turned in. And here's all these guys sitting on the truck. Where the hell you been, Spaulding? We've been waiting on you. I said, well, I got hung up in a malfunction over there. I got to try to talk with this guy about it. I don't know what happened. So come on.
That's amazing.
Come on. So we all got in the truck. And we all went back to Pope Airport Base. The same guy that jumped with the first time. And we go the second time.
Yep, you heard that right. After the wild first jump, Mr. Spaulding went back for a second round. But this time, he came prepared with a better parachute. I can't believe you did it again.
Oh, yeah. Oh, fun. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, there was a couple host jets out killing out there.
Okay, so they count. Well, at least you got credit for it.
One of the parachutes open.
What a roller coaster of emotion that was. But thank God, Mrs. Spaulding survived and lived to continue his journey. His next chapter, unfortunately, was filled with only two emotions, anger and sadness. It was not the kind of story we hoped to hear. But that story will change Mrs. Spaulding forever. But tell me the story about the dog.
Oh, the dog. Leslie was in World War II. He was a dog handler. He had this dog. And him and the dog come home. This damn dog was big as a bear. Biggest doggone thing I ever saw in my life. But anyway, this old lady, nobody liked her. Well, the dog worked with the American troops.
Okay.
And left hand, the dog would walk along, and then the dog would watch. He growl, sit down and growl. Left was notified. Every day you get Japanese. The old lady got the mailman to say that the big dog attacked him. Didn't happen.
Because she just didn't like the dog.
Police came out. Now, most police were veterans. The judge was veterans. Lucky, Lefty was a veteran. They explained to Lefty that the old lady got an order that had to eliminate the dog. And the police were going to do it. And Lefty didn't know that. I'll do it.
You said you'd do it? Who said he was going to do it?
The police were going to do it.
Okay.
And Lefty said, no, I'll do it.
Okay. The owner of the dog.
Yeah.
Okay.
One day, Lefty came over to see my dad. My dad and Lefty went to school together, grew up. Lefty go over to see my dad, and they talked for a long time. And then he bought a shovel for my dad. Dug a hole in the backyard of his house. I remember Lefty telling my dad, but that dog's all I got. Well, Lefty's wife was still playing house while Lefty was gone in the war. And so when Lefty come home, the guy that she was living with was sitting there in the car.
The dog was all Mrs. Spaulding's friends had after his wife left him for another man. It was a heartbreaking moment, one that shook him to the core. And just when we thought it couldn't get worse, the story takes an even darker turn.
I went over and sat with my dad on the front porch. They sat there and talked one old Saturday afternoon. Yeah. Said they took the shovel and to go and got the dog in his outfit. Come on. Marked him out of the house, down the steps, down the sidewalk. Let us get up there and the dog snapped. Kind of pranced and it wasn't walking back and forth. Strut. Like he's on parade or something. Beautiful dog. Standing there and he gets down in the hole, talking to the dog and talking to her, sitting there looking at him like, cocked his head back together, can't over. I don't. And Leslie talking to him. Dog looked down the hole and slammed it, looked down the hole. Stepped down into the hole. And with his old raggedy army blanket that the dog had. Drug that damn blanket everywhere with him, all around the house. When he had it with him, he drug it out there. Left it, put it in the hole. The dog got down and got on that blanket. You know, that's okay. I understand all this. Don't worry about it. The damn dog put his big paw on the left foot. Just like, that's okay, don't worry. If it's okay, I got it.
Oh my God.
And I'm sitting there thinking, what the hell? My dad and I and the dog were all sitting there on the porch. My dad explained to me, life sometimes is never any good. There's some people that are total assholes and always will be. And that lady was one of them. But that time, pow, we were just right with pistols. And left here and shot the dog. Now, the rest of us kids in the neighborhood, we all trying to figure out how to shoot the old lady. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
The mailman later said that the dog never attacked him.
Yeah. The mailman got transferred to Podunk Valley somewhere, I don't know. And we all think about Levy. Wife deserted him. Had to shoot his dog. What the hell did they have left? Within a week, let the heck put on his full uniform. I mean, he was sharp. Down on the front porch, sat there on Saturday afternoon, dinner, drank a beer. Went down, came across the street, brought the shovel back, said goodbye to my dad. Thanks for being his friend all these years. I didn't understand that. After went back, walked across the street, went into the house. A couple minutes later, pow! He shut it down. They pulled Rick in the thumb. And one of the stipulations of his will was that the dog's grave would never be disturbed. My dad sold the house. The money went to the Indianapolis Animal Society. And he explained to the people coming in that, that grave would not be disturbed.
Wow, what a story.
Now, that grave is still there.
I will not lie. I had to wipe away a few tears after hearing that part of Mr. Spaulding's story. It was so emotional. But after I composed myself to shift gear and started talking about something a little more uplifting, his book. So let's talk about your book. So you wrote a book,
A masterpiece.
and it calls Of Battles and Butterflies,
So they changed the title to that.
a war stories. So tell me about the book. I could have spent hours listening to his stories, but I have to wrap it up. This video is supposed to be short. Well, I can guarantee you will cry again about his butterfly stories in his book. I asked him 2 more questions. First, what is the best lesson you have ever learned in life? His answer, a lesson for the superior that changed everything.
He did well. He looked at me as serious as all get out. When it's time to go home, when it stops being fun.
And here comes my last question.
If you have to leave a message, looking at that camera right there, to all the younger generation that is thinking about going to military in general, what would you tell them? Right there to that camera.
Sign up for the toughest unit they got. If you can make that, then you can make anything.
And he wrapped up the interview with a powerful message.
When it stops being fun, it's time to go home.
I honestly cannot put into words all the emotions I felt during my conversation with him. It was a journey full of pain, strength, and hope. Thank you, Fred Spaulding, for your incredible service, your resilience, and for sharing those beautiful, unforgettable stories. You have touched all of us more than you will ever know.